Welcome. Good morning, all. Cody here, Dill, the management group.
Sources for another property. Looks like everything's here. What? I don't have anybody here to help me with this morning, but
All right, guys, got something a little bit different today. We are at a single family flip that we've been working on the last few months. I say the last few, it's been like probably 6 or 7 months at this point, but this was a pretty big project. We actually took this property from a 2-bedroom house with a 2-car garage underneath all the way up to a 4-bedroom house, 3-bath, and completely kind of finished out space. So full gut job, full reno. We did everything from the roof to the siding, all new plumbing, poured a new foundation, reframed a bunch of walls, put in a true kitchen, bathroom space, living space, things like that. So we're gonna walk you through it today, kind of show you what we got going on, and hopefully finish this project up in the next month or so. Still hanging out, appliances going in, which we've had covered up, but like we talked about, this space was completely gravel on the whole bottom level. There was no framing down here. It was completely wide open. So we came in and decided to actually, turn this into living space. So we doubled the square footage of living space, framed this out for living room, kitchen, and then we've got a master bed, master bath on this side. And it's actually starting to come together pretty well. So we're kind of in the finishing stages. We're gonna get some appliances in. The countertops have been ordered and templated. Those should come in the next couple weeks. Kind of getting, water heater, things like that done. And then, we'll keep the thing rolling, get it ready for sale. We're gonna resell this one. So we always like to use this product that we source from Slate Creek Builders out of Blacksburg. They're a home remodeler, but they also sell and redistribute like cabinets and other products. And this Fabuwood stuff that they have is really good. It's kind of, a little bit higher than contractor grade, but it comes painted already. They all have the slow close hinges on them, and they're not cheap, but they're affordable. So we like to throw these in here. They're super nice and very durable. So people enjoy these. We put them in our flips, we put them in our rentals, and that's really something that we're probably gonna stick with from here on out. So this is the master bath. These are actually stackable units. So one thing that got missed somehow in this kind of build out was putting a dryer vent to the outside. So we're gonna have to put that in. We've got the materials here. But once that's done, the dryer will go here on top of the washer, give you a little bit more room coming in. But this master bath turned out pretty good. We didn't go with a tub in here. Just figured a nice walk-in shower. They've got a tub upstairs, so people that have kids like to use the tubs, obviously, but it's not really necessary in the master. But one thing I was worried about in here was what kind of space we were going to have between here, and it turns out that there's actually plenty. So between the door is supposed to be on this side. We moved it over here so that we had plenty of coverage. But the master vanity, turned out pretty good. There's plenty of space in here to kind of walk around and do what we need to. And then we'll get these kind of finishing touches going on in here. But it should turn out pretty good. So again, there weren't any walls here. It was just this open staircase as you went up before. So we put some bullnose on here, finish the stuff out. But up here, I'm trying to remember, I think there was just 1 bedroom on this side and 1 bedroom on that side. So we added an office space. And then now we got 2 bed, 3 beds. And we kind of opened this up to like a bonus living area. So almost like a second living room, but you're gonna kind of have a second living space up here on top of what you have downstairs. And then there's a full bathroom up here as well. So this deck was another thing that we kind of had to make a judgment call on. It was in kind of rough shape. It was painted yellow. So that was obviously, not very easy on the eyes. So instead of kind of replacing everything, we just replaced the boards that have been dry rotted, some bottom level boards, some of these 2x4s that were used as railings, and then came back with a paint product called Deck Correct, and it's like a thicker paint for exterior wood, especially like wood decks, that seals a lot of the gaps, hides a lot of like imperfections, and you know, obviously once we get the trash off of here, it will look a lot better. And then lastly, this outbuilding that we have here, or this shed, we're gonna rip the roof off of it, fix the gutters, put a skirt around it, and make it just a little bit more presentable than it is right now. You know, it's definitely an eyesore the way that it currently is, but I think we get a new shingle roof on it, put some gutters, get a skirt around it, and it'll at least be, you know, presentable enough. It doesn't have to be as nice as the house by any means, but as long as it doesn't look like, you know, an eyesore, I think that's an important piece of it. So as you can see, we still got quite a bit of work here. It's coming along pretty quickly now that we're kind of at these last stages of it. But numbers wise, so we bought this place, it was really, you know, a much different house when we bought it. I think we purchased around $60,000. Used Creative Financing Solutions, CFS, one of their loan products. It's kind of a short-term construction type loan. They do 90% loan to value on the acquisition costs, and they give you 100% of the construction costs in a short-term loan, usually like 8 to 12 months, interest only. So we use them to acquire it. We put a budget together of about 120, 140,000. So we all in, we're about 200,000 right now, total budget. And then we're gonna plan on listing this place somewhere in the 290 to 300 range, because it's a good 4-bed, 3-bath, in a good kind of quiet neighborhood. You've got creek access, and you know, it's definitely going to be a pretty good product. We've got granite countertops going in, brand new siding, brand new roof, brand new plumbing, sewer lines, you know, electric, like drywall. We pretty much took it down to the studs and completely rebuilt it. So it's almost a brand new house besides the exterior foundation. Got new HVAC, new water heater. Pretty much everything. I could just go through the list and tell you that everything's brand new, but I think it'll be a good thing. The last piece, kind of finishing touches, we got our landscaping guys at 345 Landscaping coming in. They're going to do a full new driveway, gravel, put some mulch beds out here in the front to make it more presentable, and those will be kind of our finishing touches to get this thing list ready and ready to sell. So excited about it, ready to get this one off our plate and move on to the next project.